Money's a conspiracy theory as well, by the way.
Mm.
Money's a big conspiracy theory because when you start thinking, or money in your bank is a conspiracy theory because it's actually so. I sometimes think it's not real.
I mean, money in your bank is not
Real.
It's not even your money, to be honest.
No,
the
we know
banks
that.
are just there trading your money away.
They're basically doing what you should be doing
What
with
you
you.
should be- yeah.
But
With your funds.
they're using your funds because you're part of their bank.
Yeah.
But money in your account isn't real because I could send you £20,000 right now,
Yeah.
and your bank balance just says 20,000 or 20,000 or something. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But then my bank balance will say minus 20,000, but it's like it's just digits just changing.
Right.
So can someone accidentally just put £1 million in my account and now I'm a millionaire?
Yeah. It's happened.
It does happen, but it's still like I don't feel like it's real. Do you get what I mean? I don't feel like it's real.
I mean, I guess because it's not tangible.
Yeah.
It's harder to grasp your head around it. But people have accidentally transferred to the wrong account, or, you know, even people at the counters themselves, when you go into the bank, they will accidentally. There was one story I heard actually about this lady that had just started working at the tills in a bank, and a guy came in he was like a terrible gambler, and he only had like 97p or whatnot in his account. Obviously he couldn't take the money physically out from the cash machine, so he went in and asked for the 97p, whatever it was, and he tapped his card. He left his card on the reader. I'm trying to remember the story properly. I'm probably going to say something incorrectly, so don't quote me. But then a lady came in to put money in her account.
Right.
So she had the physical cash in her hand, and she was putting it in her account. Now, the guy got his pennies and he left his card in the card machine. The lady that was new at her job and working there, she didn't know that if you didn't remove the card, whatever money you tried to transfer would go to whatever card was in the machine. And obviously, because she had the physical cash, she didn't put her card in the machine. She was just doing a wire transfer to her account.
Yeah.
But it ended up going to the
guy's
card.
Okay.
And they didn't realize until the next day.
He's a gambler.
And he gambled the money away.
Of course.
Obviously, the bank refunded the lady, and he now was in debt to the bank, basically. But my point is, he was able to use that money because it was in his account, even though it wasn't physical cash.
Yeah.
But he was still able to buy things and gamble.
That's the thing, though. The physical cash, I understand. It's just the liquid. Like when you're seeing the numbers in your account, you're like, oh. I look at them sometimes and say, this isn't real, you know.
I mean, that's why people get credit, and then they just ignore the fact that they're in debt, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, I guess so.
And if you have no aspirations to purchase things, I don't know, buy a house. Does it matter if you have bad credit? Unless obviously it's like really bad and you now get persecuted. But that's like very drastic.
Yeah. I think it's just better to actually have good credit than actually have more money. Yeah.
In Western society.
Yeah.
Because we run on credit.
Yeah.
Everything is credit.
But especially now, because if you have better credit, you can actually buy a lot more.
Yeah, then you can physically afford. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, you can live a better life. That's it's true.
But again, in I guess first world countries. Let me not say Europe, just first world countries. Because I don't know, but for example, obviously there's credit in South America, in Africa, in Asia. There's credit everywhere. But especially if you're not upper class and you're just working class or middle class, whatever, a lot of the time, I can't speak for other countries, but in Colombia, a lot of people will buy their land and buy their property cash in hand. So a lot of the things that they own are actually theirs.
Yeah.
And it's not just they've got a loan from a bank.
Which I understand though. I think if people had more money here, they'd do that.
Yeah, but we don't.
Yeah.
So then it's just easier to run everything on credit pay it bit by bit, even though we're paying interest.
It is. But I feel like that's just a case of people not having it. Whereas back home, you have to have it if you want it. But
a lot of people have it and they still would prefer...
Because you want to really use the money for something else. But they're being smart with their money. That's just that's the people that have the money to be able to, okay, cool, let me leverage this to do that. Yeah. When you can't leverage this to do that, you're like, okay, I need this because if everything goes, I can sell this. Or I still have somewhere to sleep at night. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? That's why I feel like cash in hand or purchasing over back home makes more sense. Like land and that sort of stuff. Whereas in England,
you don't even own the land that your house is built on.
Exactly. And in some respects, how do you own a house?
No, and a lot of people don't even ever end up paying their mortgage off.
Exactly.
They just go straight back to the bank.
So you're just playing the game of life. You're borrowing.
Yeah, you're borrowing.
Your whole life borrowing. For you to die, for the bank to say thank you. So the key is, people, open up a bank.
Go borrow that money anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's still mad.
I do hear it. But what was the conspiracy? Oh, just the fact that money
is a conspiracy theory.
But then also, okay, who is the world in debt to?
I've been trying to work this one out for a long time. They say the World Bank, which is...
Who? If we invented money as a currency, because before money was a thing, people just used to trade.
Yep.
So now we have a currency. And obviously countries borrow off countries and whatnot. Who are we in debt to if we created money? If we tomorrow decided we don't want money to exist,
we could. Yeah. If we decide to make something else a form of currency,
right?
It could be. But
we have people now investing in crypto and other forms of currency. So it's like, who do we owe this money to?
Yeah.
That the world is, how many, was it millions, billions?
Billions? I think it's trillions. Yeah, I think it's trillions now.
In debt to.
This is what I've always wanted to know. But no one's going to ever give you an answer. Because I don't think anyone really knows. They say, oh, we're in debt to the World Bank or in debt to this and that. But I'm like, but you could just print more. That's my thing, because people just print more.
Isn't money... the amount of money that's allowed to be printed and the amount of currency that's allowed to be, within the flow, the amount of gold that a country has.
But who's controlling this? That's who we're in debt to. Because it must be a person. It has to be someone that has this.
So do you think it's the families?
Yeah. It has to be the person or people, because we're in debt to someone then.
Well, then that's another conspiracy then.
So someone's lending the world money.
Yeah.
But if you're lending the world money, but when do you plan to get this money back from the world?
So then do you think that we have certain families that control...
Oh, yes.
Everything?
Oh, 110%.
Yeah.
110%. I feel like we have families in place to look like they control everything. Like the royal family.
Okay.
For instance, I feel like we have people in positions in the world. Oh, okay, yeah, you look like you control the president of the United States. You look like you control things. But there's really someone else behind the scenes. Because when Obama was president, he was like, we have people that we have to answer to before we make decisions.
But to be honest, presidents and prime ministers and everything else literally have to answer. I feel like they have to answer to everybody before they can even do anything.
They do, but they're meant to be the highest position in the country.
Yeah.
And in the royal family, as much as we don't know much about them in terms of who they answer to, they must answer to somebody. Because we're the ones that are basically paying for them to live.
Yeah.
If we all said, okay, cool, we're not paying tax no more, what the royal family do?
Yeah, that's true. Well, they say that they get their money from tourism, but if no one cared about them and no one came to see them...
This is the thing. And no one really comes to see the royal family. You go and see Buckingham Palace.
You go and see Buckingham Palace because half the time they're not even in the
They
palace.
live in Windsor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to look at an empty building.
That's actually so true. How much do they even get paid?
A lot.
It is a lot.
And then they have to do that their socials and, you know.
But that's within, like, your average Joe is not going to go to any of these socials that the royal family are running.
This is the thing.
Because the rich like to just stay with the rich.
Exactly. So it's not for us to be looking at.
No.
But we're the ones that are, if you think about it, tax is really whoever controls the tax system is who's controlling the world. Because we're paying someone
for everything.
For everything.
Might as well pay for air.
We are paying for air, though.
We do, yeah.
This is the thing. We're paying for these roads. Don't know why. There's still potholes everywhere.
Every driver has anger issues and has beef
with the road.
With road tax.
Yeah, road tax. I don't know why we pay for anything. Because every time you drive down the road, I'm seeing road works, pothole. Can't go this way. New tunnel built. I didn't ask for the tunnel to be built, but now you're charging me to drive in £4 through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Tunnel's been free since it was built. You know.
Yeah.
2025. Oh, £4. £4 to drive to drive a mile.
To save some petrol.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
£15 to just drive in London. We have now clean air. ULEZ. I said, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we really do just pay for everything and then we accept it.
Because who do you have to complain to?
Yeah.
The people that you're complaining to are thinking, I'm the one charging you this.
And a lot of the times when you do complain, they don't even care.
No, they raise the price.
It's so true.
That's it. All complaining gets you is more money out of your pocket.
And then if you protest, the way the government can just switch it on you and you're now a terrorist. It's a terrorist attack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you're now in prison.
Keep to yourself, well, you're an extremist.